I've been asked to make a video. A lot of players ask me about the stats and equipment and what they need to know about it. So I'm going to make a quick video and tell you what I know about it and see if it helps you. It should. Now, on the left-hand side here, it's going to give you, selections. This is called like a navigation bar. And then you have another navigation bar down here at the bottom. A lot of people don't even see these, and these ones down here are the most important. These can go quick. We can go quick through these, so let's do them from the top bottom. So here you see my name. You see I'm listed as a legend. You'll see how many personal XP points that I have accumulated, and on my way to level 96, there's my average, and I'm in Country Club Rockstars. So this is your equipment button. So when you first go in, you're coming in on the equipment. We're going to come back to this in just a second. Now here's your apparel. It's just going to show you what apparel, your swing level, how much extra juice you're getting from your bonus apparel, because when you play the Turf Wars and you are using a club sponsor, you're going to slowly start getting higher and higher levels of your gear, which give you more and more distance, sweet spots, slower meter speeds, etc. Okay, and that's all you're going to get. You can view your specs. Let's go to the next button, your stats. This tells me everything about how well I've done. I've only got one hole in one. They're pretty hard to get, but you can see I've got a lot of birdies versus pars and not too many bogeys. That should tell you I'm a pretty decent putter, but we'll leave that for another video. You got driving, approach, putting, tournaments, etc. This is my score history. The last ranked round that I played was 128. Now it doesn't mean that that's the last day I actually played. That just means that I played a game that WGT considers a ranked round. It doesn't consider a turf war a ranked round. So if you're wondering why they don't show up, that's why. So if the stroke play game or it's a best of par 3 or 4, it's going to register. If it's a best of par 5, it's too many holes, so it doesn't really know how to register, so it's just going to act as like a practice round and still give you all the goodies but not affect your average. So that covers this. And the last is my awards. This shows you that the best ranking that I've won was 7th place in Showdown and different events that I've played and qualified in. So that pretty much covers these buttons. So to me they're pretty self-explanatory. But it's these down here that get a little tricky. So you have edit your avatar. So if you want to be able to get specific on your player, meaning that you want to make it look like you or make it look like your ideal you, or you want to be an alternate identity, that's totally entirely up to you, and WGT doesn't mind who you want to be, because you're just a person here. And that pretty much covers that. You can go into that and tinker around in it. Now here a lot of people don't realize they can actually sell their clubs. Now if I wanted to and I was upgrading my clubs, it will allow me to sell certain clubs back to WGT to put back in my credit coffers, so I could then use those to buy different equipment. So a lot of people will then buy clubs when they're in their 30s and 40 and 50 levels, and then once they get into the 70s and get some pretty good gear, before that they buy the gear, they know that they're going to buy the gear, they've set that day to buy it, they'll go ahead and dump all the gear, load up on the credits, so then they'll be able to get the actual gear that they've been wanting to do. Our only recommendation sometimes is you might end up buying a club that you're not happy with. So I'd recommend, and sometimes if you've got the extra credits, buy the club, check the club, make sure it's what you want, because you might find yourself going back to another club that just seems to be work better for you. Okay, so that's my rule of thumb on that. Now here is an important button because it's edit your equipment. So here I'm going to teach you guys an advanced tip, and you're only getting it here from Rockstars, because one of the tips that most people don't know you can do is that you can actually have 3 irons in your bag. Meaning that what you'll do is in the settings section you'll change to advanced settings, which will allow you to replace your hybrid with an additional wedge. That completely will change your short game. So now you can have a lob wedge for a 100 yard, a 75 yard, and a 50 yard. That's going to give you precision. So when you have improved your finger to get a good click, you can decide to dump that hybrid because you're not in the rough as much and get these 3 wedges into your bag, because that's really where all the money is. In golf they say drive for show, putt for dough. So you want to be able, when you're in striking distance, to be able to pull the right club out of the bag, and you don't want to have be between clubs. So that's one of the, if you were to look at any of the top players' bags, they've got 3 wedges and they don't have a hybrid. So that's my big tip for this video, and I hope that you appreciate it, because that's the one you should walk away with as one main thing to remember in this video. Now in this final section, this is your abilities and your appearance. Now for 500 credits you can unlock your appearance. So that means that you could then pick any clothes combination you want, and that doesn't really have any abilities with the clothes that I pick. Okay, because you're going to soon see that when I go over to my abilities, these are the actual clothes, quote unquote. You can't see them now, but if I didn't have pay for this, you would see that I would have the original clothes that went with the selections that I'm choosing. Now you might want to write this down or check this out, because I believe in the driver there's nothing better than longer distance. You know, there's nothing that substitutes longer distance drive. Okay, now I choose this section, even though I don't have a hybrid meter, I get the slow iron sweet spot, which really gets me in. If I don't hit the ding, it doesn't really take me out of my game. Okay, here I also have iron spin. Okay, and I got sand trap, so that way I'm pretty confident out of the sand. Now you can see here I got my 3 wood distance and iron spin, so I got iron spin and iron spin together. Now some people might think, well, why would you want to do that? Well, that gets me even more backspin. So if you're looking to stop the ball in a dime, I use the free ball, and I don't think I'd be able to do it without being able to have both these iron distances and the iron sweet spot. So you can see my gear, for the most part, is set up for my driver distance, my wedge distances, and my irons. So my irons are precision, and that's given me the best ability to get the shot that I want out of it. So we're going to keep this video under 10 minutes. I was going to try to do it under 5. But this is a very important section, and again, if you want to change your picture or you want to change your avatar, this is the section that you'd want to go into to be able to do that. So if you want to go from a male to a female, female to a male, this would be the section that you would go in to edit your apparel, and as again, edit equipment, sell clubs, avatar. So just like the other videos that we've made them for Rockstars, but if you're from another club or you're an owner for another club and you like them, tell your friends and next door neighbors, hit the like and subscribe. Until next video, you guys take care.